Next time they bring me a feel-good story, I'm going to read it first. All right, now it's time for Dr. Bob.
Oh, help me, please, doctor. I'm damaged.
I didn't see that one coming. But he got him out. Was good. I just should have stopped right there. Why did I keep reading? All right, here's our very own Dr. Bob. 2B's 1-0. Hello, Dr. Bob.
You put me on after the dead doggy story?
I didn't see it coming, I got to tell you.
Man, that's so sad.
Buddy tough. I
love doggies. Yeah. Anyway, my dogs are the only people that understand me. It's a strange life. I've been trying to figure out what I was going to say. I got my brain cells depleted from trying to listen to the pre-show. And, I ran for public office a few years ago. And it was about this time, after campaigning, trying to beg everybody to vote for you. I'll never forget the night before the election. I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I had to go outside and breathe the cold air. And I was thinking to myself, what happens if I win?
Well, you didn't have that problem, did you?
No, I didn't. No, they got that loser tattoo is tattooed firmly on my forehead.
And what happened to the person that beat you, Dr. Bob?
Well, not too much yet. I mean, he hasn't been convicted yet, but he's indicted on 3 felony charges.
Well, there you go. See? Karma.
So when I'm walking down the hall at Jewel, the people go, oh, we didn't realize. Thank you so much for running and telling us everything that was going on. But he got indicted for stuff different than the reason I ran.
Yeah, well.
So, anyway.
Hey, I got a question for you, Dr. Bob.
Okay.
No, I really don't have a question for you. I just want to complain. Can I complain about something?
Jake, that's out of your character. I mean, you hardly ever complain about anything.
Well, I brought this up at the end of the show last week. And our older son, who I let use my beloved little Mustang, got into an accident a couple weeks ago. And they totaled the car. And I said last week I'll probably get screwed by the insurance company. And I was very correct about that. Because they're lowballing me on what they want to give.
Yeah.
And I looked at how they arrived at the numbers. They do a thing where they look at dealers and then they look at the Auto Trader, and they came up with this number, which was kind of way low, because I went on DriveChicago.com and I saw a car just like mine. Almost, it looked like the car, but it was like $3,000 more than they want to give me, and they're supposedly giving me retail. So then I started looking. I went on Auto Trader, which they used, and out of the 118 cars, the age and all that stuff, there were only 2 at a lower price than they were offering me. And I start looking around, and then I read that the company that they use to come up, the insurance industry uses, like 85% of the insurance companies use this one company. Apparently they have a history of doing that, and that's why the insurance companies love them. And they've been sued, and they've had different consent decrees and settlements and stuff like that. And here's where I'm at with the insurance company, because my agent tried to go to the insurance company and get more money out of them, because I was willing to settle, and they won't come up with a penny more. So now we have to get an independent appraiser, and they're supposed to look at it. And if they do all the paperwork I've already done, and they try to go to the person from the insurance company, if they can't agree, then they have to go to this umpire, which I have a feeling is going to cost me a fortune. But you know what I'm finding out? I can't find any independent appraisers, at least in the Chicago area.
You need a certified independent appraiser.
Yeah. I mean, and it can't be somebody who buys and sells cars for a living, because they have to do all this, show the research and all that stuff. And I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I'm not the only person who gets stuck like this, because I ended up reading an article in Trial Magazine, which I don't know if you get that, it's a monthly, where they talked about this situation, and how the average person, when their car gets totaled in an accident, they take whatever is offered them, not realizing they may be getting, I think the technical term is screwed.
So would you like your audience, if anybody has a nephew or a niece or a grandson that's an independent appraiser?
I don't know what I want at this point, Dr. Bob, except some prescription medication, because I have a splitting headache from this whole thing.
Are you sure it's from that, not from going into your third hour on the radio?
No, it's from that.
Yeah.
It's from that because, you know what, I feel bad for our son because he feels bad.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I know I'm getting screwed because I can't take the money out they're giving me and buy the same car, which technically you're supposed to do.
Yeah. No, I've seen your car, too. It was pristine.
Yeah, well, you know what they did? They took off because there was dust on the dashboard.
No.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
My car has no value then. I don't even clean off the coffee stains.
Yeah. They had dust on the dashboard.
That's what that's what insurance companies do. I'm never gonna tell anybody that insurance companies are my friends.
Well, but they do though. They have this third company that comes in and gives them the low price, and they say, "Well, look, it's not us; it's this other company."
Yeah, it's a rigged game, is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if that third company doesn't keep giving them the estimates that they like, then they find another third company that will. So, yeah, they do that with me on almost every patient. We get pushed around a lot. You know, you got to take in a little more than you spend, and you got to spend as little as you can. And it's unfortunate, but that's the business model.
You know, and my neck is hurting from the accident right now. And I wasn't even in the car, no. But it's hurting now.
Well, you know, I do know somebody that can certify you as disabled.
I know you could. Dr. Bob, I've got to say goodbye.
Have a good day.
Thank you for listening, Dr. Bob. I know you're not a psychiatrist, but I feel better now.
I'll send the bill to your house, okay?
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, help me, please, doctor. I'm
And there he goes, Dr. Bob.
There's a pain where there once a heart.
You know, it just gets worse.
It's sleeping.
This is going to be my third apology of the day. I need to apologize for a sportsman, Joe Rosansky, who said the Bulls were playing at Detroit tonight and they open up Monday against Portland at the United Center. Now the Bulls' home opener is tonight against Detroit here in Chicago. Thank you to a texter from 630 who also suggests we fire Joe.